back again. I'm back at it, folks. It's the Truth Serum. The channel showing. Good morning, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. Channel showing some growth. So go get a coffee, soda. It's too early to drink, but if you want to rock and roll, you can do that too. So I appreciate the support. I try to tell stories. We have a little fun, joke and mess around, and that's that. Where's my lighter? I'm trying to quit smoking, so this is very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. Well, I'm going to use these. So I'm thinking about some stories, and oh wow, I feel like it. Bear with me. I'm having a rough morning. Okay, just 5 seconds. This is so unprofessional, but I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you. What the hell? Where's my lighter? Where's my lighter? I got it. Very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. No wonder I can't get any views. Hey, the New York Jets 15. So go relax, folks. Forgive me for my unprofessionalism. Now I feel like I gotta sneeze. Oh no, this is for showing, not blowing. I better leave it like that. That's for showing, not blowing. A lot of these mob wives were whores. Some were very proper. Let's get right into it. Certified Wrestling Podcast. How you doing? All aboard, we jump in, we try to have a little fun. Some of these mob wives were proper, upright things, but in their defense, a lot of times their husbands were cheating. So, but there were still some things that were, taboo. You're in a crew and your guy goes to prison. And now I used to give these guys rides after hours. They're lit up. And I used to see the shenanigans. Lady Saint 44. I had an up close and personal look at their shenanigans, which I didn't really like. I mean, bringing them to the bars or other places, but not when they're out cheating on wives and things like that, because it caused a lot of trouble. It's just chaos. The girlfriend is asking questions. The wife, no good. You understand, just common sense stuff. So this guy goes to prison and his wife is back home alone. So I'm with one of these wise guys, and it was a card game, and I'd have to bring him home. Maybe another guy, give him a ride home here or there. And we're driving, and I says, where are we going? Because I knew where his house was. He's going, no, we're going over here, Joey. We're going over here. Well, there's only one other guy who lives over here, and he's in prison. So I'm going, I go, well, okay. So he knows that I know that this is dirty pool and everything. And he starts hollering, blah, 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 blah. And, because I reported to the boss and I would tell Sam everything. I don't care. And sometimes, whether I was safer or not, my godfather was an enforcer for the Columbos, mostly, and some other families. But that don't help you anyways at times. So he's hollering and screaming. I got to talk to her. I got to leave her off I got to drop her off some money, because sometimes when these guys went to prison, the wife, they need money. Sometimes they get it, sometimes They don't. So he's trying to run that game on me. Yeah, I gotta burn. Yeah, and this wife was a 10. She was a 10, and I go over a day. Sam would ask me a lot of times. The boss would ask me because he would know I gave these guys a ride, and he'd know what kind of tip they gave me. A 50 or 100. He'd ask me, "Well, did he take care of you?" and everything like that. But sometimes Sam, he would talk and ask questions that he already knew the answers to. So he was like, "Oh, so you brung him home? Blah blah blah. What did he give you? Blah blah blah." What? And and I was like, hmm. And I was like, you know, well, by the way, I'm just gonna inform you that he went to Johnny No Nose's whatever, and he went to his wife's house at 3:30 in the morning. He said, "Oh, okay, okay." Um, and this guy was married also, and his first words was, "Oh, that WHORE again? That WHORE again? That no good this and that?" He says, "Well, this is what I want you to do. Go to the prison, do a visit, and tell them." Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. He goes, "It's your word, it's your story, it's your responsibility." I'm like, "It ain't my responsibility. She's a whatever, you know, because a lot of times people say things, first account, second account things. Well, I heard Tommy said this, and I heard Billy told Jackie, and Jackie told Johnny, and and it gets convoluted, and they all go nuts, of course. So I'm like, no way am I going to that prison to visit them. So I'm on my way to the prison. I'm on my way to the prison. All this stuff going on. And hey, everybody, good to see everybody. So I get up there. How's so and so? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. How's so and so? Okay, blah, this and that. How's this? Blah blah blah. And I says, well, I gotta tell you something. I was bringing, you know, uh, Larry Larry the Loose Zipper, home from the card game or something, and I dropped him off at your house. Hmm? What? He morphs. He morphs like a reptilian. He morphs and everything. But then he kept cool, and he said, "Oh, all right. Uh, I'm gonna make bail on something or whatever. The court proceedings are coming, and I'm thinking I'm the messenger for this. So this guy, uh, made man, to both made men, and they get him and they put him in the hospital. They didn't kill him, but they put him in the hospital, and um, while they're beating him, to the effect, now I don't know things verbatim. I try to connect the dots and about stuff and all this, but he says, uh, "Oh, you know, Johnny Jumping Pants or whatever, Horny Howard was doing this and that too." What? In the women's defense, these guys were running around, and a lot of them had girlfriends. Some didn't, not all. You just can't make blanket statements, stereotypical things. There, there are situations. There's each. They're different by each situation, and They get him. So I tell Sam, "What are you running? A freaking well, all these guys." And he says, um, "You gotta now the lady, the loose lady, she come by the club, and I was outside uh in the parking lot, and she comes up to me, all this stuff. She wants to kill me, and she's hitting and everything. And I live in the twilight zone. I live in the twilight zone. She's. I says, hey, my responsibility. I'm a nobody guy. It's my responsibility. They want to know everything, because if I don't report what I see, they're gonna smash me. So I got to do that. I tell Sam everything. I don't care, because I learned my lesson a couple times before. I learned my lesson. And so she says, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry." Now she's a 10. I'm not a hoe master. And she's like, "Oh, well, Joe, it's okay. I apologize. Um, let's go in the club. We're in the parking lot. Let's go in the club and uh, relax and have some lunch or something, whatever the hell." And we're in there. She starts hitting on me. She's doing the thing with the foot under the table. Boom, boom, boom. "Oh, well, we could be just platonic friends, and if we could go to the movie or the park." And I'm thinking, she's trying to set me up or something, or she's just a straight up textbook Hall of Fame hoe. And so I turn around, I look, Sam comes out of the kitchen from the back, and he's looking, and he's like, so I just says, "I gotta go." So I go back in the kitchen. I said, "Sam, I don't know what's going on, but she's trying to kind of make a date with me and everything else. And I don't want anything more to do with this or whatever. And he went over and sat down and talked to her. And she's hollering. He's about her husband, how no good he is, and he was a cheater. Yeah, he was a cheater. And it you know I was in New York. My cousin Vic, they had nice parties, classy parties with a lot of good looking people. Good, I mean, whatever that means, good looking people. That was a higher elevated environment than Niagara Falls on every level. And I'm going to tell a story. I got to remember a story about him where he went and did time in a Fed pen and got compensated because he didn't implicate some other people that were involved. Everything's alleged here. Everything's alleged. And there was a girl, another mob wife, and they drink. They have these occasions and everything. And I had some food and a paper or whatever, and she was saying, "Oh, I need a cigarette," and I had my pack of smokes in my pocket, but they were like suit pockets. You know where this is going. They were loose, and she was being friendly, and I says, "Oh, I got some here. Let me put." No, she goes out. No, so she reaches in my pocket to grab my smokes. Oops. Oh, that would be a charge in the NBA. You've been. That's a flagrant foul. that's charging. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now this other guy comes over and says, and grabs her by the arm and removes her. And I was like, well, and they're hollering. Her husband, another guy from Queens, uh, whatever. Now I go to the other side. It's like a big, nice, beautiful house, almost like a mansion. I go to the other side, and here he comes. What's going on? I says, I don't want to disrespect or anything, but whoever that lady was, she was aggressive, and she put her hand in my pocket to get the smokes. And he's like, oh, she don't even smoke. Well, I don't know what's going on here. I don't, and some other guys that my cousin, they're straight up guys, real dudes, not that circus, Niagara Falls circus, real dudes. And they took her home or whatever they did. And I was thinking, geez, why me? I see, me not being a made man, I never, and there's a lot of stories with the club, women, family of these guys, that there'd be occasions, there'd be other clam bakes, the communions, the sweet 16 party, like a lot of things. And even if there was an available available woman, I would just not entertain it. There's enough women out in the regular world to date. And I just, no, I was smart enough to think, no, I understand. Maybe I could have met a nice girl. She could have been proper and well-mannered and everything else. But if her relative, her father or uncle or brother, somebody is in that game, I'm not going to be under the microscope like, the next something, oh, you raised your voice to say, no, I don't want any of that. Then they thought I was a little fruity. Sometimes they were joking around. Oh, yeah, because if the strip club, I would go in the back, and I didn't get into the strip scene with them teasing you and all that. And uh, they should have been proud of me that I didn't freaking grab their girlfriends and wives. Instead, they were like, oh, Joe might be a little, it's like, no, I just got a little more class and manners than the rest of you guys that can't keep it in your, what. And I don't need that. So, and I'm going to tell you, some of these they were more aggressive than their husbands. Some of the New York, Brooklyn girls, and then Brooklyn and Queens and all of them. I know that any city could have aggressive women, but some of these Italian gangster wives, they were aggressive and stuff that would come out of their mouth, and they'd have a few drinks or whatnot. But holy macaroni, why me? Why me? But the other guy got out of prison, and he cooled down a little bit, and I says, I listen, I stay away from, I stay away from, I don't entertain any of that. I don't care. It's bad enough you got to cover in that life. It's bad enough you got to bob and weave just on things like that. But people got hit hard. Pine Box. People got hit hard. Intensive care. And, you know, when me and the boss first started going um, to some of these events and things, he wanted me to stay close. And then if there was to be introduced to somebody, uh, he would communicate more or less that, I'm not a made guy and this is my boy, Jojo. And then that was like the consensus of thinking. And then people are mingling and everything's nice. And of course, I would meet the women at these parties and stuff, and they were young like me. And I would be introduced, and maybe they would say, "Oh, come on over here, and we could look at the flower or whatever." And I'd go, "Nah," and I'd stay close to Sam. And Sam perceived that, and that, and some of the other guys would say, "Holy cow, Joe, did you see that? What the heck? She likes you. She likes you." I said, "Well, it's all right. I don't, you know." So Sam saw my behavior like that. And then later on, when there was controversy about somebody lying on me about this or that, and then Sam would go, "Nah, I know my boy. I know my boy." And I told him a few times, because we got close. I said, "Listen, if I'm going to be around these guys and they're running all over town after hours, and then their wives and girlfriends are on the scene, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am not entertaining having sex with any of them." And some of them look like Marilyn Monroe and Sophia Loren and Baywatch babes, and they were fine as heck. But there are other fine women out in the world that I might want to entertain. I didn't try to run around grabbing any kind of, some of these guys, they would try to get down with anything that had a pulse. They would cheat on their wives with something that wasn't even as fine or beautiful as their wife. We won't get into the psychology of cheating. That's another video. The psychology of cheating. So I don't know. It's hey Scott, the gates of hell come through the women. Ooh, lust. Lust has brung many a man down, and women. Mm. And it was like that night when I told you them in the past video, when those daughters and nieces and stuff of these wise guys were at the club and they're drinking and partying. Uh, because when the cat's away, the mice will play. So they were rocking and rolling. I'm there like a standby driver, and they're in their bra and panties. The guy had to come in with the plug in the hose in the kitchen sink and come in and spray them. But I didn't entertain that. See, they knew, because they were trying to entice me. They were trying to entice me and tempt me. Mm-mm. No, nothing good can become of that. And there were guys, even if they were drunk and there was like a sister to one of these wise guys and they said something disrespectful or in a uh, sexual manner like that, like, no, they'd run them through the weeds. They'd run them right through the weeds and just make a statement. No, I'm saying there were proper guys, proper family men. Yes, there were proper family men, good husbands, good fathers, good proper. But these other guys, and for many different reasons, when you start getting and talking about these wise guys and women and everything else, because you also got to consider that these women are peed off. And then what happens when the FBI comes talk to them? We're not going to unpack that. We're not gonna unpack that. Okay. Yeah, ladies think they don't realize they got that precious butterfly at home and they go home to a cockroach. I mean, and they go after the cockroach. Yeah. And then I'm going to take a couple puffs. I'm trying to quit. I've been doing good. I need progress. Sometimes I get psyched up. I got to take a couple puffs, but I'm not going to smoke it all. And like I said before, these psychopaths, they would use me as an alibi and not inform me that I'm the alibi. If you're, hey, Jojo, I'm going to tell Mary that I was with you and we did this or that. Don't even tell me. And then I told Sam, the boss, I'm not lying for nobody. Nope. Because people can't remember the lies, but people remember the truth. So it was really crazy. A lot of these women and wives got I never imagined that within the fraternity that there could be a wife that was trying to get down with everybody. And when I was at the table having lunch after she got mad at me and everything, she was trying to get me. And then she started insulting me, because thinking I don't like women. I don't like you, Jezebel, but I trying to insult me. And then crazy stuff. You wonder why I'm nuts, folks? I appreciate you folks coming in and helping a guy out. We'll see how fast the numbers grow. In the meantime, I'm still going to enjoy telling the stories and other stories, and we'll just see where it goes. I just pump them out. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there, or maybe the loneliest. I just might be the loneliest. I need socialization. I need some friends. So, hey, O.J. Simpson passed away. We shared the same birthday. So, Mana was making out with a 10 at a party when the mate tells me she's married with 5 kids to the local biker boss. Learned a valuable lesson that night. Woo! See, you could have these human behaviors in humanity that are just biker club, mob club. These behaviors exist along all lines of humans, but then when they're with more violent people, you go nuts. Yeah. I was young. I looked a little better than this, and I didn't have a problem like a lot of guys would go to bars and try to get women and stuff. And I didn't. I'm not trying to be an ego pompous guy, but I didn't have that much problem with having women come around or things like that. But some of these other guys, I don't know, they'd go to extremes, and it's your crew member's wife, or I got a story coming up about a Sweet 16 party and how convoluted that got. with a daughter of a guy, and we're gonna do that. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't understand. Now, these guys would hustle big bankrolls. Go find a call girl or something, or whatever. If you're gonna cheat in that capacity, if you're just a straight up dog, go find a call girl or whatever. But why do you choose your thing? Like, why do you choose the women that will just get you possibly killed? Hey, David BMX. I didn't understand that. And and then one of the guys, like I told you, I was giving these guys rides, and then he's asking me, why am I doing this, Jojo? Why? And I'm like, well, I really don't want to tell you because you're gonna get mad at me. And and he was forcing me to give him some Freudian or Pavlovian or Piaget conditioning from psychological theorists, and he wants this psychological, and and I don't want to tell him you're just either a psychopath or you got low self-esteem or you got all these other types of behaviors, or analyzing him, and it's just like, why? Everybody smash the like button. David BMX. David BMX told me when I had 6 subscribers, couldn't get a subscriber in 11, 12 months. He said, keep going, Joe. I was like, I can't even get a subscriber, man. Thank you, David BMX. I promote love and compassion here too. We tell crazy stories, but or why do they choose women that can give them something that Lysol and Clorox won't disaffect? I got another story about that. Thank you, Lady Saint. Thank you, Lady Saint. That's why I got another story about that. When Johnny comes home and brings Mary VD. John comes home and gives Mary, John and Mary, right? VD. And the crabs. Vito, I took this thing down. It was moving like this. He's telling the guy, I took the thing like a spider. They're going, what is that? The other guy come he said, that's the crabs, Tony Baloney. Whoa. Yeah, that's another video. Gotta love it. I love you guys. I love everybody. The channel's doing good. I like the socialization. I'm a broken record, of course, but there might be new people coming in, so I try to keep it a little fresh and everything. So, yeah. We were watching I'll just give a little thing because I got you guys in here. I can't stop talking, How did I never cooperate? I can't stop talking. I never cooperate. This guy never cooperated? No, no. I didn't know anything anyways. But they're watching a game or something, and I was sitting with a guy that I was more close to, and we're watching, and they're gambled on the games like Monday Night Football and all whatever. They're gambling, and the guy is we're all watching, and he's scratching. I was like, what's he got? Poison ivy or something? And he's like, no. I was like, well, excuse me, we'll get to that. But I was like, Then I'm waiting to see another guy doing the itch too, because I was thinking then they went with the same woman. Or they went with each other. Nah, I'm just kidding. So what else we got? Well, I saw the documentary on OJ. He passed away, but they had the documentary of the court case and all that. And Los Angeles was cheering that he was acquitted and all that. Yeah, we're not going to get into all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Well, I feel good about this. I feel good about this. I always feel good about it. Stay in touch with you guys and everything. And that's all. I put a suit jacket on with a t-shirt. Try to dress up for you guys a little bit. You know, handkerchief for showing, not blowing. And I got allergies. So, put the cigarette out because I am going to quit eventually. So, David BMX, man, you gave me support to keep going with the channel when I couldn't get one subscriber in 40 weeks. Salute. I appreciate everybody's support. But boy, in the early stages of this channel, holy cow. Yeah. You know, Mana, you got to understand that was back also during that that highly energized period of when the African American guy got beat up. Remember, the guy got beat up by the cops. You know, so that was also in the mix. Somebody tell me, you remember the guy that got you know, and he said, why can't everybody get along? You know, then they had the riots. They had the riots and everything. Oh, Rodney King? Was that Rodney King? You know, so, you know, what's going on? What's going on? Violence and riots and fires and everything. So Los Angeles was very on edge. Tat one, why can't we all get along? Rodney, yeah. So that was highly politically energized and all that. So it was all you know, that was all in the mix. And yeah, they interviewed the jurors and everything, but you know. So what else we got? Yeah, it was OJ. I think he was 76 years old. Orenthal James Simpson. Orenthal James, OJ. Born July 9th, just like me. But we're cancers, but we're more caring, whatever. I don't know. Well, let's not get into astrology and what's your sign. Yeah. I'd ask a girl, what's your sign? She'd say, I'm a stop sign. Get away from me. I'm a stop sign. Or yield or proceed at risk. Single lane only. What's your sign? Lady Saint 44, we're going to go to 10,000 subscribers, then we're going to go to 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to have a big party. We're all going to get together. I'll drink Pepsi and coffee. You guys could get blotted out on hard liquor. Slippery when wet. Tony. I was searching for that in my mind. I couldn't come up with it. But I got my crew here. And we're going to have a big party all together. Love and compassion. Love and compassion. We'll have a microphone on stage and people can just come up and tell stories. I'm a storyteller. Everybody's got a story to tell. Think it's easy? Look, I'm lighting it right back up. Lighting it. No, I can't light it back up. My sister's an Aries. I love you, Kat. And mm, well, yeah, she's a April, Aries. Every sign has got like, is there just a sign that's a rogue sign? Like in all the signs of astrology, is there just a sign that you go, oh geez, that's a Virgo? Oh, like I'd like to know what the signs were for like the most recognized serial killers. What were their signs? What was Dahmer's sign? What was Shawcross's sign? What was all these? What were their signs? Hmm? I'm a numbers guy. Good morning, Marta Fowler. Thank you. The hair, you get older, you get gray hair. It gets like straw, but you know, and then you get you don't care. A lot of times, I don't care, but gotta look a little presentable. You know, I might enter the dating world again sometime. Mm, mm, I don't know. I don't think I'm boyfriend material. I'm a good guy, but there's nice women. It's more or less companionship. Go do some things. Yeah, love is good. I'm down for love. That's all good and everything. But when you get older, you're set in your ways and you're just doing things, and you might get peed off about honey, I just went in the refrigerator. I always put the milk on this side of the refrigerator. Why is it over there? What do you mean? That's so petty. Well, it's been like that for 11 years and 2 months and 6 days and 11 hours, 22 minutes and 14 seconds. So don't let it happen again. Oh, he he's an animal. He's a maniac. I got stuff falling. I got stuff falling around here. Spirits, hauntings everywhere. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I got angels though. Hey, at least you have here. Uh, Thank you, Brian Starr. As you're well aware of, I am starting to look like I'm getting that male pattern baldness. Because this is like, wait, my hairline is here, but this is way there. Hmm. That sign says detour. Hairline, go this way. I'm getting immature, folks. I didn't think I was girlfriend, but I have had a boyfriend. Oh, that's good, Lady Saint. Well, some people, well, that's Lady Saint 44. Well, that's nice because some people say you might be a saint. So, hey, what are you gonna do? To the cheap humor. I'm a frustrated weatherman. You guys know I'm just a frustrated everything, but I like to rock and roll. And we're gonna get 1,000 I'm so used to saying we're gonna get 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna get 10,000. Yeah. Oh, Saints. All right. Uh, very had gray hair since. Oh yeah. Well, David BMX, that is in the co-pilot of this bus, all aboard. I had 2 gray hairs in fourth grade. Lucky me. I had 2 gray hairs in fourth grade, but I don't know. I wasn't worried about nothing, but I was in the hospital for some long spells. I just think my cells were just weak or something. My cells were weak. So that's cool. I love hanging out with you guys. This is a social show. I got to tell some stories, but I love this action. And where it goes, nobody knows. Uh-huh. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Step up. Spend a buck, try your luck, get in on the game and have no shame. Mm. I was young, Scott. I was Scott. I mean, I was Scott. I was young. My godfather um, knew them more. My godfather knew them more in that time period. I don't know what. Hey, Mr. Amari, I don't know which gallows it was, but one. My godfather used to tell me so many things, and I have a brain injury, but when he was in prison, he studied up like they read. I mean, these are a lot of these guys. They were gangsters, things, but they had knowledge and IQs and things like that, like anybody else can have. And I think he was reading all like Machiavelli or like the Dante's Seven, and maybe trying to get a grip on their own behaviors. They were reading fascinating material, and it was one of the gallows, but was doing that in prison. Um, yeah, and they got hooked with one of them, into the drugs, and how that goes. One of them barricaded themselves. They barricaded themselves in the apartment. Whatever. That's yeah. Now my brother got the widow's peak. He ain't got hardly any gray, and he's a year older than me. Got a nice widow's peak. James. Rudolph Valentino. I love you, bro. So you get it all here. You get cheating wives, you get crazy psychos, you get premature gray, you get what's your sign, you get everything. Tell your friends to come on in and help a guy out. Help a guy out that needs friends and therapy and freaking adjustments. Now listen. We're going to tell a story. Well, no. Mike Francis, God bless him and everything. But when it comes to the Persicos, how come he doesn't tell a lot of stories about now? One of the Persicos was still his was his a godfather to one of the children, and Alley Boy. There's a lot of Alley Boys, but that was the Alley Boy Persico. So why would there be a more intimate type of thing when he, well, we're not going to get into that. Mr. Brossman, Machiavelli is a required reading for any true wise guy. That's a good one, Mr. Brossman. Yeah. Whatever is that, Yeah. Hey. This book's a required reading too, okay? Let's not get it twisted here. This is a required reading too. I'm a better writer than Machiavelli. I'm confident. I'm the best author on the planet. So what else we got here? Well, I don't want to miss out on anything. Lady Saint is, of course, a Saints fan. And the Buffalo Bills got rid of half their... I hope they go 4-12. I hope these Buffalo Bills and the Sabres... Now, I've been a diehard Bills fan forever. I've had enough. They don't care about the fan. They care about profit. And it's like, no. Mm-mm. No. It don't matter anyways. As long as Patrick Mahomes is in the AFC, they're going nowhere. As long as Joe Elvis Burrow, you know how Joe Burrow does the Elvis? Good move. I've tried that. I've demonstrated that move many different times in my life. Joe Burrow, he comes with the Elvis move. Great move, Joe Burrow. As long as these guys are in the AFC, forget about it, Josh Allen. Forget about it. And that's that. But the Steelers, they ain't going nowhere anyways. At the end of the day, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, and I hate to say it. And there's some other teams that are coming up too. You got to be careful, like Houston, and then there's other teams on the come up that are getting more seasoned and gonna gel instead of the Bills that just are shuffling rosters and doing all this and rebuild. Well, you've been rebuilding since 1967. Well, yeah, okay. And then you got to pay $200 for a nosebleed seat. And then they got all political, and that was a turnoff. You know what? Let them rot on the vine. Let them rot. And I want them to demonstrate the poor product. I love Josh Allen because he's a good boy. He's a good guy, Josh Allen. It's just not fair to what that organization has done to him. They had their window. They had their window of opportunity. They had it. And they blew it. So what else we got here? I appreciate that my ratio of views to likes is good. Is a good analytically speaking. I do have a high rate of likes. My people hit the like button. It's nice to be liked and loved. Not that I'm loved, but it's nice to be liked. So that's a good start. It's a good start. So yeah, I took the notes. Got some other stories. See, when I'm doing a story, it branches off. I could think of another story, and excuse me, and try to just keep giving content. Just keep giving content. The Saints will be a lot better this year. That Saints defense gets healthy. The Saints are a sleeper. I'm not just saying that because you come in here. I'm just saying. I'd tell you if I thought they were So yeah. What about if the New York Jets get their defense together? What about the New York Jets? When the New York Jets' defense is healthy, you better pray you could score 13 points on them when the New York Jets' defense is healthy. What if that comes? Now, I don't know about the offseason moves, but I think they more or less kept that nucleus together. And now you get Aaron Rodgers up there that has a Pro Bowl receiver over there that has hands like an octopus. What happens when they start rocking and rolling? They have a shot to beat the Saints and any other team. San Fran, Dallas, or any other upstart team. The Saints. So in this high-powered offensive game that the NFL is trying to put a product out of that promotes scoring and scoring and scoring. If you got a defense that could just snuff that offense out, you're in. When you have a great defense, you are in every game. You're in every game. Not like these teams that just have shootouts and then one team gets cold, the other team blows them out by 20, 25. You got a good defense. You may lose, but you're in every game. You might lose by 3 points, 4 points, but you're in every game. So, thank you, folks. Be the kings and queens of your world. Just keep rising up and rise higher. in every aspect of your life. We're going to keep going. Share the video, hit any button. Like I said, if there's a button, just hit it. Boom, boom, boom. It's free. It's free. If you want to ride with me, I'm free. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. And he rode with me for free once upon a time. He rode with me for free in my back seat, Philly Bob. So that's that. I'll be coming back and tell you about the I got a couple stories. I got 1 or 85 stories coming up. So thank you. Have a great weekend. We're April showers here. But that's expected. So that's all right. I appreciate all your support in any capacity. And let's go on and get 2,000 subs. I hope it doesn't take 500 videos, but we're going to get there. All right. Thanks a lot, folks. Thanks a lot.